Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a general collector reading for your sign. It will be for the month of May, which will start off with quite a lot of energy in the Taurus section. So this will be from the beginning of May. Sun, Mercury and Venus and plus Uranus will all be in Taurus. Sun and Uranus will be conjunct. So now this is the unexpected energy. So normally Sun is to do with your expression. It's your, it covers a great many areas, but it really is about you and all the energy that you put into everything that you do. And with Uranus, as I said, it depends on how this is going to affect you, but normally it would be something to do with your expression. But being Taurus, it's quite a balanced earthy sign. So, but it's opposite your sign. So we'll see how that goes for you. But later on the 11th of the month, we have new moon, Sun and Uranus, again all in Taurus, but the new moon and Uranus will be conjunct. So this will then be, again, expect the unexpected, but this time it will be more emotionally based. New moon will be a clean slate or a fresh start or a new beginning of some sort. We'll have to see how that goes again with the cards. Then at the same time as the new moon and Uranus being conjunct, just a couple of degrees away, but in Aquarius will be Saturn, and so that will have an effect. And Aquarius and Taurus are fixed signs, so there will be quite an intense energy there, I feel, and Saturn should stabilize that. Just after that, the 23rd of the month, Saturn will go retrograde. So we will then be going over ground we've already covered in the Aquarius section of your chart. Then on the 10th of May, Venus will be going into Gemini, so there will be a shift there. And then quite a big thing will be happening on the 14th. Jupiter will be going into Pisces. Pisces is harmonious to Scorpio, so I feel this will be, for your sun sign at any rate, will be quite an harmonious energy. Jupiter expands anything that it touches, and the Piscean energy is compassionate, it's loving, it's dreamy, it's spiritually oriented. It can be about retreat and reflection. It's about the unconscious as well, but it's also about service to others. So I feel it will be a much more spiritual energy, but Jupiter will expand that energy certainly for the next year or so. Then Sun, Mercury, North Node and Venus will all be in Gemini from the 21st of the month. So again, a very strong Gemini focus then. And then we will go into a full moon eclipse, which will happen on the 26th of May. That will be in Sagittarius, 5 degrees of Sagittarius. So full moon eclipse. This will be a result or a culmination of something. It's a total eclipse. It can bring things or people into your life or out of your life. So see how that resonates for you. And then also prepare yourself for the end of the month, the 29th. Mercury will be going retrograde in Gemini. So now this really is just an opportunity to refine your communications in all spheres. But it can also have an effect on your electronics and your cell phones and your laptops and things. So back up everything. Also just be very, very careful with how you communicate your emails, your online communications and so on, because there is the probability of some things being misunderstood or misinterpreted. All right, so be very clear. But it is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to go inward, to actually refine something that you want to do, review, anything with a re in front of it. So review, it can be release even. In some cases, it can be repeat. It's not an ideal time to be initiating big things or making big purchases. Or perhaps starting something new even. So if you can, delay contracts and document signings and things if possible. Otherwise, if you cannot, then go over everything with a very, very fine tooth comb. And if you don't see something, perhaps ask somebody else reliable to go over it as well. But it's an opportunity to go over everything again, refine your plans. In some cases, it can bring in somebody from the past. This person can come back into your life. Sometimes it's for closure, sometimes it's for information they're going to give you, or news, or something like that. But it's normally a valuable, productive conversation or a meeting, or you may just see something about them online or whatever the situation may be. So that will be from the 29th of May through to the 22nd of June, and there is a slight shadow period on either side of that. Okay, so let's see where we go with you this month. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that will help to move the videos around YouTube. Okay, we have 9th house. This is coming out for a lot of the signs. 8th house, endings and beginnings. This is your normal house for Scorpio. And then we've got 7th house, relationships. Okay. And partnerships. Bottom of the, this is 6th house. Let's get some astrology guidance. Grand Trine, it's very nice. Nice energy. We've got Venus Love, very nice. We've got Moon. Bottom of the astrology deck is Mercury Mind. Goddess energy here. We've got Eracura coming in. Have patience. We've got Maeve, cycles and rhythms, and we've got Green Tara, start delegating. Okay. Bottom of the goddess deck is Irene Peace. Get some fairy tarot. Nine of Autumn. And the bottom of the fairy tarot is Queen of Spring. Get a Destiny card. Efficiency. Okay, well that goes with the Mercury card. Okay, so we've got 9th house here. So 9th house is deals with your intuitive processes, everything to do with that, you know, following your intuition, the intuitive processes in order to seek the truth or find the truth or to discern information. Discernment is very, very important at the moment in the world. Discerning what is right for you, what information is right for you, what path is right for you, what people you should be associating with, what companies you should be working for. You know, wherever you put your energy, discernment is huge at the moment. So 9th house is a big focus. It also brings in philosophy, religion, and belief systems. So this can be anything to do with that. Belief systems are intimately tied up with that as well. So, you know, you're discerning what is right for you. And you, some of you may be undergoing a few changes. So what you have, your structure that you've had in your life, or something that has been prominent in your life, may be changing now or falling away, or you are creating a new belief system, however that may be. This also covers higher education. So this is university level education. It can also be adult education. So this would be expanding or exploration using the mind, expanding your skills and so on. The ninth house is normally ruled by Sagittarius, so this is about expansion in some way. But so higher learning does also come in. It does also deal with adventure and exploration of all kinds. So this can be physical adventure, actually getting out and going on an adventure, or exploring something new. And it could also be, as I said, within the field of study or learning, or just meeting the world in some way. Because this also covers international destinations. It can be international travel or long distance travel. And so therefore you are learning and growing by interacting with people from a different place to you, whether that's online or physically, or learning alongside other people, or whether you're communicating with them as well. It also covers publishing and teaching and public relations of all kinds, or promotional work. It also deals with the law and legal situations, the higher courts. So that may be relative. You could be learning about that, or you could be involved in something which has a legal aspect to it. It can also be about your relationship to your in-laws. If you have in-laws, it can be bringing that in as well. But it really is about finding the truth, seeking the truth. It's also about faith. So whether that's a religion or a belief system, or faith in what you're doing, your adventure, your current adventure. Just remember, life is an adventure, okay? It's also about your wisdom, gaining of wisdom, which comes through your intuition processes, but also through learning and exploration. So whatever, any one of those areas may be relevant for you, depending on your situation in life. We've got grand trine blessings coming in. So something lovely, or it could be multiple blessings, are coming in for you. Now, I did say to you that sometimes with Mercury retrograde going towards the end of May, that will be happening. You may have somebody come into your life from the past that is going to give you an important message or information, or you may just get closure on something. Grand trine blessings does do that. It can bring you into harmony in some way, and this can be through closure. It can be through completion of something, so completion of a project, or completion of something that you've been busy with, the finishing off of something, the closing of it. But it's also closure on something. It's also a very forward movement energy. This is flow. So whatever obstacles and difficulties that you've had in this ninth house, now these could have been obstacles that you've had to overcome, or you've had a few blocks that you've hit while you've been processing things in the ninth house. Whatever those blocks or obstructions have been, with the grand trine energy, that lifts them away, or they dissolve, and this then opens up the energy for you to move forward. So it's like a whoosh of energy, and it gives you momentum and impetus to go forward. And any other things, any other issues that may crop up, you can just flow around them. You'll find ways of moving forward. This can also bring in, it can also be stirring up things within you which may have been ignored or suppressed or not really focused on. And these can be your inherent talents and abilities and skills and so on, or it could just be an affinity that you have with something. Suddenly that filter that was there before, or that block, it gets removed, and now you have a free flow of energy. It can be about that as well. But it can also just be blessings coming in for you. With this energy, it is a very nice, welcoming, harmonious energy, but you still have to steer the ship. You still have to, anchor the blessings down, and that you still have to apply effort. You still have to work out what these opportunities are and follow them up. Otherwise, sometimes with the grand trine energy, what it can do is make you a little bit complacent, or in some cases lazy. So just see how that resonates for you. Now at the top here, you've got Erakura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So you're going to get some aspect of flow is coming in for you. A blessing is coming in for you. Things are going to be flowing a lot easier, or you're just going to find doing something a lot easier. But she's saying here that don't get discouraged by any obstacles that do pop up, or things that do pop up. Just keep going, move with the flow of energy, and don't give up. because you're only just at the beginning of this journey. As I said, the ninth house can be about a journey. This can be an internal journey, a mental journey, a physical journey, or it could be with something that you're introducing to the world, or you're connecting with the world in some way. So it's like blossoming. So you're just at the start. You're only just, on your journey now. So don't get discouraged. Don't procrastinate things. Don't put things off. Don't lose your way. Don't get distracted. Just keep going. Have faith in yourself and the universe, and know that you will get there. You've got a lovely, something like a wind in your sails, or a lovely flow of energy coming into you now. So this will help you move forward. And it will certainly give you a boost, to give you impetus. As I said, momentum can come with this, but it can also bring in harmony, so less troubled waters or calmer waters. But don't allow things to distract you and get away from you now. You're only just beginning, so harness this energy and make it work for you. In some cases, it can also be about spending time in nature, or spending time in the floral kingdom. Whether this is growing plants, or with flower essences or floral essences, or any of the essential oils, you can use those to help yourself, assist yourself, because they work on many levels of the body, and emotionally, physically. So you can use any one of those to assist you. It may even be a profession for some of you. But it's a lovely energy. Spend time in nature, and that will help you as well. Now we've got here 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is about cycles changing or shifting. In some cases it can be something is ending and something is beginning, and you could be in that transition phase. It could be the end of a chapter. You may have completed your studies and now you're starting the actual working life, or you've completed something and now you're starting something else, or you're moving in a different direction. It can be any one of those sorts of energies. But a chapter is ending and a new one is beginning. And it could also be a cycle shift. So you could have ended a big cycle in your life, and now you're beginning something new. It could also be related to a relationship, but it's normally the 7th house is a committed relationship, and the 8th house is the nuts and bolts of that relationship. So this can be a one-on-one personal relationship, or it can be a business partnership. How is that going to fit together? The material and emotional resources, how are you going to put those together? And so it takes in all kinds of financial aspects as well. This is the finance house. This deals with big finances like assets, banking, accounting, tax, insurances, investments, and in some cases it can be legacies and inheritances, if that is something that you're working on, or if you're a mature person, that may be relevant for you. So it can also in some cases be like a death of something, or it can be the death of a person. Sometimes it can be the passing of somebody, but it's normally the death of like the ego, or some aspect of your life which is not serving you anymore, or you've outgrown. And this is where the beginnings come in, a fresh start or a new direction or whatever. And it could also be applying to your finances. Perhaps you are shifting and changing something, because whatever it was that you had before has now completed, and you need to rearrange things somehow, whatever the situation may be. It can also be about sexuality. And certainly you've got Venus coming in here, and you've also got cycles and rhythms. So this could very well be the case for you. It could be about the rising up of that, or some sort of shift or change in that. Perhaps you've got a partner now, or somebody's coming in, or it could be that there's like a regeneration or a renewal. Regeneration and renewal is a theme for this house anyway, so this could be in any area of the 8th house, whether that's financially or sexually, or whether it's within some sort of cooperation, like a business partnership or an actual partner relationship. But it can also be, this card can also bring in birthing things. So whether it's a physical birthing, or whether it's birthing of a new idea or a new business or a new path in life. In some cases, it can also be about, with all of this working things out between you and another, in like a partnership or a relationship. It can also be about there can be a little bit of a power struggle in that, and that is why sometimes you have an ego death, which can appear in this house. And lastly, it's also about the rising up of your psychic abilities as well. You may be having really deep impressions or really being on point with that. I mean, you are anyway, being a Scorpio, but this may just be sharpening that very valuable tool that you have. Now we've got here Venus love. So this is obviously everything to do with love. So somebody may be coming in for you, a new love, or it's a deepening of a love that you already have, and now you're really bringing things together in a much more committed way. And it's all about the love energy between you, and the love energy, which love makes the world go round. So it could be coming in for you in that way, but it can also be financially as well. Venus does bring windfalls. It can bring finance into your life, so it may be manifesting for you in that way, but it can also be about beauty and refinement. So this could, as I said, be refinement of an existing relationship or partnership, redesigning it or refining it in some way. Regeneration and renewal, don't forget, does come in with this house. So it could be this is being redefined or refined in some way. You may have, family that have grown up and left your home, and now you are changing the way you relate to each other. You don't have children between you so much anymore. You're now spending more time together, or you are rearranging your financial portfolio, however it may be. But love is always a theme here. Beauty and refinement, always a theme. In some cases, for some of you, business related, it can be to do with the beauty industry or anything beautiful, art, any of the arts, anything artistic. Handcrafts come in with this as well. So that may be a business idea or a business orientation for you as well. So see how that comes in. At the top of this section, we've got Maeve, cycles and rhythms. So it's saying, as I said, with the sexuality and also with your relationship, and even with financial cycles and rhythms, okay? It says, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions, all right? So this is when you, when you connect deeply in this house to whatever is going on for you, life is about cycles and rhythms, all right? But this is about acknowledging your own personal biorhythms, your cycles and rhythms within your body, and this is your barometer for your energy, whether it's your sexual energy or just your general energy levels. It's also with your emotions and your sometimes you're going to just be busier than others, and when you have a downtime, take care of yourself, take care of your body, and just spoil yourself a little bit as well, whatever is right for you, but honor the cycles and rhythms that you are part of. And this is also about flow, as I said, flow in some way. So you need to be attuned to that, to harness this energy, to harness the flow that is around you, and move with the cycles of life and the cycles within your body. And opportunities coming in for you in some way here, whether this is a relationship or whether it could be a windfall or however else you want to translate this Venus energy coming in for you. But some sort of opportunity is coming in for you, and you want to be ready for it. You want to be in a position to harness that energy really well. So if you're tired or if you need to take a break, then rest, and make use of the up cycles when they come as well. I'm just saying here, 9 of autumn, reward yourself for your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So all of these things also do come in here. And this is a very abundant energy. Autumn is always about abundance. It's the coins energy in other decks. And this is about being happy in yourself as well. So whether you have a partner or you have a new lover coming in or whatever the situation, this is about being abundant and happy within yourself first, okay? Give to yourself first. So reward yourself for your hard work. You may have been really, foot to the pedal for the last while. And for some of you, you may be happily or successfully self-employed. As I said, this does bring in finance. And it's also about cherishing your time alone. So whether you are in a partnership or not, make good use of your time. Enjoy your time alone. Schedule it in. prioritize your partner, and then prioritize time for yourself as well. And this helps to keep balance, and it helps to keep the flow of abundance. With the Grand Trine energy, that's what you want to do. You want to keep a flow of abundance. You want to keep things moving. And it can also, as I said, be in some cases artistic pursuits. With Venus, this could be very well the case. You may be embarking on a new relationship or a new artistic pursuit, and this is about keeping the balance with that and making sure that you are, have got things flowing nicely around you. And when you need time alone, schedule it in. And if you need time with your partner, then do that as well. But it's about being happily abundant in yourself and appreciating your own energy and your own vitality, which is what Maeve cycles and rhythms. When you need to rest, then you need to rest. And so schedule that in as well, So just go with the cycles of life, and this abundance will be yours. Also, we've got here Queen of Spring, brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Now, you may have somebody like this around you in your life. So it could be a friend or some other person that you can relate to at this time. Or it could be that you need to bring these aspects into your life. So believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. So I get this coming in as well because you've got Mercury here. So there's a lot of mental energy, a lot of things going on. And you could very well be, as I said, have been really through a very busy period. So make sure that you have got balance. I feel this is the energy here. Make sure you've got balance. You've got time for your partner, time for you. With the Queen of Spring energy, she can do multiple things at once. And this is why you've got the Mercury card, many multitasking coming in. So she can do many, many things. She can juggle many, many things at once, all successfully. But for you, you need to make sure that you are maintaining that balance adequately, that you're not wearing yourself thin because you're doing too many things at once, or your energy is all focused in one area, not enough in the other. Know when to take a break, okay? That's why you've got cycles and rhythms. Know when to take a break, and this will replenish your energy and keep your energy levels high, keep your frequency high. And this helps your health, it helps your relationships, it helps everything. It helps your abundance as well. So all of this comes in. Wonderful people want to help you, so there may be others. We're getting to that. As I said, it could be somebody from your, with the Mercury retrograde, maybe somebody's popping back into your life to assist you with something or to give you some information. If you need help, then ask for help. And we're going to get to this now. We've got Green Taurus, start delegating. So it seems to me that there are some aspects of your life which can be spread around. Get others to assist you. Don't try and do it all yourself. Now we have also got 7th house, the partners. So 7th comes before the 8th. So as I said, the 7th house is about committed partnerships or committed relationships. Okay, so this, if you are not currently in a relationship, and even though you've got Venus here, you may have other interests going on. If you are not currently in an actual relationship, then this can be somebody else that you're close to at this time. Your relationship, one-on-one, personal, close personal relationships, or it could be, as I said, a business partnership. In some cases, this can be the lower courts as well. So with the 7th house, it covers all of that. And it's saying here that with the moon and start delegating. So it seems to be that possibly things are a little bit uneven in the relationship. Perhaps you need to consult with each other about how you can split the tasks of the relationship, or running a family or a home. All of these things come in. How can you make things more even so that you are preserving your energy levels? Because you need to do that with the Maeve cycles and rhythms. You must do your part, but then so must the other people in the household. So things need to be split up adequately. With the moon, this is all about emotions as well. So this can also be cycles and rhythms, okay? So this can be harnessing these cycles and rhythms for yourself. So when you need to rest, then rest. And then when you need to be doing things, then do that. But this is also very much about your moods and your habits. So be careful with your moods and be careful with your habits. You may be very stuck in your ways, especially if you haven't been in a relationship for a while, or you are changing some aspect of your relationship. You may be in specific habits which now need to be reoriented in some way. So examine all of that, and your moods as well. If you are feeling tired, if you are feeling touchy and crabby, or just really generally unimpressed with things, then it's time to take a break. All right, there's no point in driving yourself to the brink. Take a break, cycles and rhythms, step back, ask others to assist you, get services in if you need to assist you with things, to sort things out in the home life or whatever it may be, and take time out. This is moon can be about taking a sort of a going inward, going into a place of just like a retreat, just to retreat, to replenish, to nurture yourself, and also for nurturing others. But that must be in balance. So nurturing yourself and nurturing others, and that can be through health and diet, and just looking after things, making your home and your home life and your family life, or your relationship life, as warm and loving and caring as you can possibly make it, but without depletion. In some cases, it can be looking back at the past with nostalgia or sentimentality in some way. If somebody does pop back into your life, you may get a reminder about something. So it's fine to look at the past and get your wisdom and your understanding from there, but you don't need to live there. You need to be in your present moment. That is where you'll make all your decisions. So you may be looking at things from the past. You may have items from the past around you at this time, and but it really is about following your intuitions and your instincts at this time in your relationships, and going with that, going with your gut instinct. And if you're tired and you need to take a break, or you need time on your own, then make sure you take it. And it can also be birthing. In some cases, this may be a sort of a subject of discussion in your relationship. So it's either birthing of new conditions, or birthing of an idea, or it could even be actual physical birthing, or something to do with that maybe coming up for you. But it really is your emotional life and your nurturing, and your moon is where you go to feel safe. So in your chart, wherever your moon is located, that is where you go to have fun and relax and enjoy yourself. With Green Tara, as I said, start delegating. So ask others to assist you at this time. That's what the energy is of this. So however you want to delegate, you could be asking to get services in to assist you with things, to take the drudgery out of home life. Or it could be that you and your person, or your family, or whoever is around you at this time, you can spread a few tasks out, so that you're not carrying the full load. Nobody needs to be a superwoman or a superman, and it's certainly not a position to be in, because then you deplete your energy and you start to build up resentment. So it's important to look after yourself, as I said, your cycles and rhythms, your energy levels within you. It's time to look at that and make sure that you are doing yourself good as well. First of all, make sure that you're scheduling time in for yourself and for your relationship, or for your children, or whatever the situation may be. Because once you do that, once you allocate time for yourself, or for you and your partner, however the situation is, then you can sit down to make decisions, or you can think about things that you want to do, or make plans and so on. But if you're rushed off your feet and you're constantly running around, you don't give yourself that time, and then sometimes you make decisions at the last minute, or impulsive ones, and they don't always work out to be exactly what you wanted. So this is about getting control of your schedule, getting control of your time, and spreading the load, so that everybody has got something to do, and that you are not feeling overburdened. As I said, with the Mercury energy coming in, there is some assessment that is required here. Perhaps it's to do with this. There's efficiency coming in. Perhaps within the relationship, or however the situation may be, or within a business partnership. As I said, the 7th house can be about business partnerships. There's some thinking to be done. You could be in two minds about something, or you could be wanting to make a decision, or you just may be wanting to look at things and make them more efficient in some way. Just make things work better for you. This is about weighing things up, assessment, analyzing things. Now, this can be facts and figures. These can be words. Whatever the situation is for you, it's about analyzing that, using your mind power, and learning things, maybe exploring ideas. This can also be in the form of research, and exchanging ideas with others, perhaps getting input from other people around you at this time. This could be other people close to you right now, or it could be in general. So it's about walking your talk as well. So this may be relevant to any one of these areas, but it really is about walking your talk. So this is if you're wanting to put something in place, if you're wanting to initiate something, or if you're wanting to bring something about, then what steps are you taking to do that? And if it involves delegating others, or if it involves taking time just so that you've got time to plan and prepare. And don't forget, with Mercury retrograde, that is the perfect time to plan and prepare. It's not a great time to be initiating. And as I said, in some cases, with Mercury, contracts and documents may be coming in. So if you can put those off, then do so. Otherwise, you may just go over every aspect of that with a fine-tooth comb, because there may be some things in there which have been overlooked, or details that have been left out, or just not going to suit you, and you don't want to find out about them later on down the line, which can happen with Mercury retrograde. Okay, so Mercury is going to be important for you. This is about your words. Choose your words with care. As I did say, is the case with Mercury retrograde. Be careful how you communicate. Back up all your electronics. Choose your words with care, write with care, double check things. If you send a document off, or if you send a message off, double check that it's been received and understood correctly as well. And but it's a very good time for planning. It's a very good time for doing research and finding things out, talking to others, but also listening. You want to have balance, all right? You want to come across as sincere as well, and not too much talking, not too much mental energy going round and round. Find time to just switch off, which is why you've got the moon card as well, but also to honor, as I said, honor the cycles and rhythms of your body. When you are needing downtime, then take it, and make sure that you're making the correct steps forward, or making plans. Doing the work, the groundwork that you need, so that when the Mercury retrograde phase has passed, then you can move forward at full force. In some cases, this can bring up a truth, or you may discover something as well. Sometimes that comes in with Mercury. You may be able to discern something. I did say that with the 9th house, discernment is important. So you may be really understanding something deeply now, or you may be realizing something in some way. It's a very mental energy, this. And Mercury is the messenger of the gods. You could be receiving news, or you could be giving information out. Just make sure that it's double checked, triple checked, so that it reads correctly, and that it is in fact what needs to be said. And then lastly, we've got Irene, peace. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Okay, so sometimes with the Mercury energy, there can be too much of it. In other words, you're going round and round and round, over analyzing things, too much in your head, not enough downtime, and spending time in nature where you just get out of your own way, basically. All right, it's like overthinking. Okay, this can come in with this. So what she's saying is that anytime you start to feel overwhelmed, or like you not coping, then take a step back, allocate time for yourself, take a step back, pull back, and just be and operate from a place of peace, rather. Okay, there's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So this is saying that timing is important, but everything's working out as it should. So just all you have to do is just go with the flow, do what you need to do to bring these blessings in, or anchor these blessings down. Stay alert, enjoy the blessings that are coming in, but stay alert to opportunities. But operate from a place of peace, all right, knowing that things are working out, all right, and don't worry. Don't allow this constant mental energy to drive you around the twist. Just use the mental energy when it's needed, and apply your mind. But at the same time, don't let it overtax your nervous system, and then you start to feel ill, So come from a place of peace in all things. Meditate about what it is you need to work on. And there's abundance in there. There's joy and happiness on the other side of whatever it is that you're working on. There's abundance. There may be children or childlike issues, as I said, with the moon. The moon, sometimes that can come in as well. Nurturing, So however that comes in for you, be at peace. Things are working out. Okay, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful month. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.